everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning. Can't wait to dig into these questions today, see what we've got. Let's go. Question number one. Can you explain why so many fortunate Americans who have reaped so many benefits have such hatred towards America? Oh yeah, you're talking about the Democrats. Yeah. It's a great question because most of the time, people like to look at a good thing and they say, how do we keep it good? How do we keep moving in the right direction? And the only thing I can come up with for a lot of these people is they truly, like there really is, I believe, a sickness out there called Trump derangement syndrome. And there are a lot of people suffering from it, but it's because they're getting their information from the wrong sources. And I've talked about this quite a bit. Had I not been married into this family when Donald Trump decided to run in 2015, had I tuned in to, say, a couple of the left-leaning outlets like, I don't know, CNN or MSNBC, I could fully see how people could buy into some of the nonsense they were spewing. It's easy, it's kind of human nature to rally around a common opponent. And whenever you make that opponent Donald Trump, who really is different than any politician we've ever seen before. And then Donald Trump is backing America and saying we need to put America first. Then inherently you're going to say, well, wait a minute. If I don't like Donald Trump, then I don't like America. Then American flags are bad. Then the whole thing, you see how it snowballs out of control. Sadly, I think these people are just very misinformed. And what's interesting is if you go online and you stumble across every now and again some of these people who used to be absolute Trump haters. These are people who said they were disgusted by Donald Trump. They wanted him, they never wanted to hear his name again, wanted horrible things to happen to him. They all have these moments of epiphany, and they're all kind of different in terms of like what it was that sparked them and kind of like triggered their brain to say like, wait a minute, have I been fed lies? Have I been misled in what I think about this man and what he wants to do for this country? And they all come to the same conclusion, which is yes. This is a man who does not take a salary. He's the only president to come out of the White House with less money than he went in. He is doing what he's doing because he wants America to be great. He wants to set this country back on the right track. He wants to ensure that future generations have a great country left for them. Because I'll tell you what, the path we were headed down was basically suicide for America. That's my best guess. And some of them you'll never get. There are a lot of these people who like to just wallow in their misery. You're never going to get them on board. But that's basically what I think. That's the best I can offer you. Next question. You're a North Carolina native. What's your go-to Southern comfort food when you need a break? Two things, but three things actually. Everybody knows collard greens. My Uncle Durwood made them the best. No one will ever make them as great as Durwood did. I'm sorry. That is 100% true. I love collard greens. It reminds me of growing up. Reminds me of something called homecoming when we'd go back to Ivanhoe, where my mom grew up. It's kind of in the middle of North Carolina, but you have the great like Southern cooking and all the different food. It's the best. I do love grits. Don't kid yourself. Give me a great bowl of cheese grits. I'm good to go. I can eat them all day long, and a biscuit. Those three items. There's no protein involved in there. I understand. This is not a perfect meal. Those are my go-to. And whenever I go home, there is a restaurant that I always try to go to. It is called Casey's Southern Buffet. No joke. If you know Wilmington, North Carolina, and you know Casey's, you know what I'm talking about. This is no frills. This is like a Southern cooking buffet. You got plastic plates. I love it. I want to go there every time I go home because it gets you right here. It's the best. Absolutely. America's national debt has soared past $36 trillion, but smart investors are turning to gold. During President Trump's first presidency, gold surged over 52%. This year, gold has already broken records, soaring past $2,900 an ounce, and analysts predict it could even hit $3,300 soon. Now's the time to find out more about investing in gold. Call 855-704-GOLD or visit goldgatecapital.com. You can buy gold with cash or easily add gold and silver to your IRA or 401k. And for a limited time, you could get up to $15,000 in free silver with qualified purchases. Goldgate Capital has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and thousands of 5-star reviews. Don't wait, claim your free gold information guide today. Call 855-704-GOLD or visit goldgatecapital.com now. As you know, our friend Mike Lindell has a passion to help everyone get the best sleep of your life. He didn't just stop by simply creating the best pillow. Mike created the best bed sheets ever. They look and feel great, which means an even better night's sleep for me, which is crucial for my busy schedule. Mike is offering the best deal on his Giza Dream bed sheets. Any size, any color, just $49.98. That's right, you can even get queens, kings, split kings, and California kings, any size, any color, just $49.98. Order now because when they're gone, they're gone. Also, for a limited time, when your order is over $100, you will receive $100 in free digital gifts. Call 1-800-624-3945, use promo code LARA, or go to mypillow.com and make sure you use the promo code LARA for the amazing offer of $49.98 on the Giza Dream Sheets, any size and any color. Number again is 1-800-624-3945. What's the most memorable moment from meeting supporters at rallies that still makes you smile? Oh my gosh, there are too many. I think going actually back to Wilmington, North Carolina, my hometown again, with my kids last year was sort of awesome. To be able to take my kids to a rally and have them experience that. And then they both went up and, of course, spoke at the rally. My daughter said, "Make America Great Again." And my son said, "Vote for Grandpa," even though he told my son to say MAGA. He was like, "I'm not doing that." He's doing his own thing. A true Trump, as it turns out, has his own opinions and does things his own way. But that's probably my most memorable. But the supporters at all of these rallies are amazing. I'll never forget going back in October to Butler for that rally. And the sight when you stepped on that stage and looked out, there was no end to the crowd. I mean, it went on forever. I don't even know how many thousands of people showed up at that Butler rally in October. It was amazing. And the feeling there, the love, the support, the excitement. My God, we were like a month away from Donald Trump being reelected. You could feel it. It was electric. So anybody who was at that rally, that was incredible. And I know I'll never forget it. I don't think Eric will ever forget it. I don't think Elon Musk will ever forget it. That was the first time Elon ever kind of came out and said something out on stage. Remember that? That was awesome. So I got to say that one, although they're all pretty special and they've all been special. And I feel so fortunate to have been able to attend so many and meet so many great people. And a lot of them, the people I met haven't been at just Trump rallies. They've been at different events that I've gone to all across the country. And to meet, a World War II veteran who voted for the first time for Donald Trump in an election that never voted before in his life, went and fought for our country in World War II, came back, lived his whole life here in America, and went out to vote for Donald Trump. I'm never going to forget those things. So I just feel so lucky to have gotten to experience it all. Next question. What's one piece of advice you'd give to someone thinking about jumping into the political arena? You really want to do it? It's freaking brutal. These people are absolutely insane. First of all, nothing is going to prepare you. I cannot tell you more strongly. Nothing prepares you for what you're about to endure. These people are ruthless. They are disgusting. They are willing to do and say anything about you. They don't care whether it's true or not. If it throws a little dirt on you and shade your way, great. That's all they care about. And it's not just you, it's your whole family. I would remind everyone of that too. Whenever you decide to start a career in politics, no matter what side you're on, people are going to come for you and they're going to come for your family. And maybe it's not fair. It's just the way it is. But I would also say that you can absolutely make such a difference. And if you're a person who wants to do it for the right reasons, if you're a person who truly loves this country and wants to fight for this country, and you're willing to, sacrifice what you really have to sacrifice to serve in America, I think that's incredible. So you got to want it. You got to realize what you're getting into. And I don't know what could prep you for it. Maybe just get in a ring with Colby Covington and get punched in the face over and over and over again. And maybe you would get a little taste of what happens to you when you jump into the political arena. It is pretty bad. All right, final question. How many pull-ups can you do? All right, so we did have a little pull-up competition going. It was me, my husband, a couple of our friends down in Florida. As you can see, I'm back in New York for the summer. And we were trying, the goal was who can do the most unbroken pull-ups in a row. Now, all these guys had a real hard time with this because they were like, oh, you weigh less than we do, so you're going to be able to squeak out more pull-ups. Okay, I also have different muscle mass. Hate to remind everybody, as a woman, that a man does. Some of these guys got on testosterone. I think they were taking steroids. I don't know what these guys were doing. One of them blew out his shoulder somehow. And then I was humming right along on this. And then I got a little bit of a tennis elbow situation. I know. So I had to lay off the pull-ups for a while. Now, in a row right now, I think I can do 9. That's an honest number. But I did 100 the other day for the Murph, whenever it was, Monday, Memorial Day. Now, those weren't in a row. I have a little circuit I did. I did 10 pull-ups, I did 20 push-ups, I did 30 air squats, and I did that 10 times back to back. So I ultimately did 100 pull-ups, but strict hanging pull-ups right now, 9. I know I can get that number up. It'll come up. I just started doing pull-ups again from my elbow injury because we're finally working through that. It sucks. You get older, you get these injuries. It takes a long time to heal. Figuring that out. It's not my favorite, but that's where we are. All right, that's going to do it for us for this episode of Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning. Please send us more questions. Post under this episode. Post on any of our social media. And I'll do my best to answer them next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and follow. And we'll see you back here next time for more of Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning.